Now, I guess we haven't been able to ask a lot of people. Are asking like, what can we look forward to in season 2? I know, like, I just heard that you're on the last episode of season 2, filming, finishing.
We're shooting that now, yeah.
So, anything you can review of this going forward?
Season 1 was about finding the cure and finding a way home, and season 2 is about what do we find when we get home, and how fractured is it, how chaotic is it, how difficult is it going to be to get the cure out and disseminate it and put the country back together. And as you can see by the end of the first season, what they come home to is really not what they hoped for or expected, and that will be a precursor to things that they're going to find that are really only going to get worse.
Now, the question came up about the naturally immune people.
Yes.
I mean, I know I was wondering, are there a lot of them within the Nathan James crew, or have we seen that yet? I can't remember anyone being revealed as naturally immune unless I missed something.
Well, they wouldn't know yet, right? The only way to know if you're naturally immune is if you've been exposed to someone who's sick, and then you find out a week later you're okay, or to have your blood tested. So the concept of the immunes as a potential enemy was one that was very tantalizing to us, because it was like, who would be the natural enemy of people that wanted to bring the cure? And it would be people that don't need it, and people that are maybe taking advantage of the fact that there's a power vacuum, and I'm one of the people that can roam the earth. It's like they're superheroes, right? If everyone else has to hide or wear masks and I can walk around, and so there's a very interesting dynamic in having those be people that we're going to have to come against this year.
Are those one of like the big bads this season, or like who do they really have to fear? Like the people on the ship, and how quickly do they get the ship back? If you can say.
I can't say how quickly they get the ship back. And I can say that the immunes are a very, very interesting and dynamic enemy, and I think you can categorize them as a big bad.
Okay. How about Granderson, the Elder? What are we going to learn? I guess we know her agenda. Are we going to see her try to carry that out and see, our group push back against that? Can we talk about that at all?
Well, we leave the crew of the Nathan James split up and in a big mess at the end of the season, and Granderson is a very formidable enemy, and also a complex one, because she's got her daughter as a prisoner now, and she's got Dr. Scott as a prisoner. Chandler and his people are spread out. The ship's been overrun and overtaken, so it leaves us in a pretty fun spot to start off with.
Now, what about Tom? I guess his whole belief system is pretty much crumbled. And he's holding on the threads. How are we going to see a different Tom going into season 2?
I think what you're going to see is a frustrated Tom, grieving the loss of his wife, an angry Tom, but someone who's trying to overcome that frustration, that anger, that grief, and push through it and continue to be the moral leader that is required by the ship and is required by the world. But he will definitely wrestle with going to some darker places. And he's interesting because he's got command of this ship. He's got the most powerful job in the world, but he wants someone to salute to. And he comes home to a world where there's no one to salute to. He's a soldier, and that's what he wants. He doesn't want to be making all the decisions. He doesn't want to have all that power. And it's a question of what that does to him. And what he wants is to come home to a country that he loves and to find a way to repair it. And what does he do when a lot of his plans get foiled? And those are the interesting places that we're going to put him.
I was wondering about Tex. I can see Tex going full on Rambo out there in the bush. He's out there. The scene at the end, he's going, I'm going to keep an eye on things, but they're not going to know I'm here. So,
Well, we thought it was really interesting since season 1 was all about having everyone on this little vessel. I mean, big vessel, but little in terms of the world. Sort of the Goliath and the David is Nathan James. And then to end season 1 with everyone completely spread out in different directions. Tex going off on his own like Easy Rider, riding off into the distance to go do whatever he wants to do. Danny and Jeter on their own thing. Jeter wounded, the ship overtaking with Slattery, Alicia and Dr. Scott kidnapped by Granderson, and Chandler and Burke and his family in a completely other place. So they're so fractured and so disparate. It's a question of how they're all going to come back together. But rest assured, Tex will have a significant part in it.